Good day, good day, good day, good day once more. Welcome to Back to Basics with Gwena Eugenia Oriet Manamela. We are here, we are back. It is that time again of the month, August. So we are All Women's Month, Real Talk. I would like to start by saying, wishing you all women a beautiful, beautiful, peaceful month ahead as we recognize and celebrate all of us and all those that have been before us and those that are in the now, that are here. We wish you a beautiful, peaceful month. We will mostly be talking about many things that are affecting women. Some will be building us and some reviving ourselves. However, what was laid in my heart now, as in today, it's a very sensitive matter that some of us and most of us don't want to talk about because it speaks to the heart, it speaks to an experience to your heart. Grief. Some of us would say yes, bereavement and death, and you name it. But we're talking about grief. What is grief? It's a response to loss to which a bond or an affection was created, was formed. And it is a natural reaction to loss. However, there are different types of losses. It can be a death of a loved one, that's loss number one. It can be an ending relationship, like your divorce, which is part of loss, a job loss. COVID has shown us flames. Most of our loved ones have lost their jobs, have lost their loved ones. So that's why I'm talking about this loss. And loss of an independence. You can be involved in an accident and lose your mobility, through disability. So all those things that I just mentioned, they form part of loss. However, my focus today is dealing with loss of a loved one, dealing with loss of a loved one. A very sensitive matter. Again, I repeat, it's not something that we are all comfortable to talk about, not even hear about, because it's such a painful thing for us to talk about. Join me today and others as we heal together. We certainly will not forget our loved ones. We will not forget them. They are gone, but never to be forgotten. The healing process only begins when we start to integrate the grief into our new life without our loved ones. Again, I repeat, the healing only begins when we start to integrate the grief into the new life without the ones that we have lost, without the departed ones. There may be no time limit on grief because we are different and we adjust and adapt to life situations differently. So because someone might be saying, why am I expected to stop crying? I need to grieve or mourn for my loved one and so forth. That's not the expectation. There's a quote that says, when we lose someone, we must learn not to live without them, but to live with the love they left behind. To live with the love that they left behind. I've realized that death means so many things to many of us, in so many different ways. It brings about different emotions of anger, bitterness. It evokes to some of us your childhood traumas, your past hurts, disappointments, and all feelings that you may be encountering right now. So some of us say, this person, was my everything. I can't imagine my life without them. He was my all. He was my pillar. My mother was my pillar. My husband was my pillar. My wife was my pillar. How do I live without them? I can't move on. I cannot do anything without them. We had so many plans together. One of my clients was saying the other time he lost a child who was like in their 20s, late mid-20s, whom he was looking forward. There was some expectations. There was so much that he could see with their child. So there's some expectation we are expecting about our loved ones. So some are saying it was just too soon. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. It was too soon. Well, it was too soon. Do we know when are we dying? Do we know when is our loved ones dying? We don't know. We are never prepared. Right now, COVID is teaching us, has taught us that tomorrow you may not be here. Tomorrow your loved one may not be here. It was too soon. Another question that you don't understand the pain. How do you dare talk like that? You don't even know what I'm feeling inside. It's a feeling that it's unexplainable. And some say, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me to be in that space. I want to be alone. It's okay. It is okay. And yes, again, I say it's a pain that only you will know. It's a pain that you will only know and understand. It's painful. And I think I can only talk about this with women that have given birth, that have gone to the labor ward. They can attest to that you will only know the pain once you are in there. If you've given birth, you know what I'm talking about. So, I have put some few questions for us. I may not have all the answers, but it's questions that I think all of us can ask ourselves and ask and others as well. Bearing in mind, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues that are also listening to this clip, who are going to be talking about grief to some of the people that they are seeing. My focus today is basically on helping us live again with great loving memories of our loved ones. And again, for us to rebuild strength and the courage to be who we are supposed to be and living a meaningful life without our loved ones. Because some of us, we park our lives, we pause because we feel that we can no longer enjoy life because of the loss of our loved ones. So my main aim for this session now is for me to encourage you to say, find the strength, find the courage inside of you to be who you are supposed to be, and try and live a meaningful life without your loved one. Well, the question that I posed is, what is your understanding of death? Growing up, what were you told about death? What do you think happens to your loved one after death? Meaning the departed one. What do you think happens? Some of us are traumatized to even think about that. But it's okay. It's okay to be not okay. What is your belief system regarding death? We've got different belief systems, but what's yours? And what control do we have over the death? Over death. What control do we have over that? So, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching and listening, it is well. It is well. Death forms part of a life cycle. It is also a cycle of life. No one has control over what happens over death or in death. Every griever is unique. It's measured by their personality, the coping mechanisms, the coping behaviors, their previous experiences with grief, and the relationship with the one who passed on, and the attachments that goes with, and many other factors that we can talk about. So You may cry, some don't cry, and you may feel sad, may want to talk about it, you may not even want to talk about it. And at times, the feelings may go and come back. It almost feel like a roller coaster. We may feel anxious, angry, helpless, and maybe feel lonely at times, and you might have those physical sensations in your body, like your heart palpitations, throat pains, and some of us have pain in the heart and inability to sleep, insomnia, and you might also feel that you want to just sleep all the time, feeling tired and so forth. So others may want to eat too much. Some may say, I don't even have an appetite to eat. So you may withdraw from your people, your surroundings, and socially, and be absent-minded sometimes. And all of these feelings, be kind to you. They are normal feelings during the process of grief. They are normal. All what we need to do is to be kind to ourselves and acknowledge who you are and the feelings that are coming with the grieving process. As we say, time heals. We don't know. Some would say, I would never heal. I would never forget. I would never. But be kind to you in the process so that you don't forget to live a meaningful life given on earth. So we will not forget our loved ones. We, however, that's my words of encouragement, need to embrace the great memories and the love we shared with them. It is our responsibility. I think right now, you and I are it's our responsibility to live in love and in harmony with ourselves and the ones remaining with us. Isn't that this? The one that has departed before us is gone. That there is me, there's you, there's other people that we are living with, there's relatives, there are children, there's a whole lot of people that are remaining with us. We need to live in harmony with ourselves and the ones remaining with us, so that when our time, when my time, when your time of departure comes, we leave the very great memories of ourselves to the generations we leaving behind. The generations that we leave behind, they need to find our memories that are beautiful, that are great to remember, that are easy to laugh about, that are easy to say, that was my dad, that was my mom, that was my sister, that was my wife, and so forth. This is a cycle. Welcome to Back to Basics, and I hope everyone that is listening, that is going through grief, they find comfort, they find peace, whilst we are learning to live in love and in peace with ourselves and the memories of our loved ones that have departed. Wishing you all the love, and remember to click the like and the subscribe, do the necessary things, and I really appreciate you all. Much love. This is K.E.O. Back to Basics. Bye for now.